Good morning. My name is Mary Copeland, and welcome to The Road Ahead. Through a series of guests, we're going to help you navigate your own road ahead as you age. We will help you and your aging parents prepare for your journey. Let's face it, nobody wants to find themselves in a crisis mode simply because they did not have access to information well in advance. As the publisher of Compass and Clock, we are going to help you achieve your best future. Today, our guest is Aubry Bright. Aubry is the executive director of the Port Angeles Community Senior Center. She hails from Brooklyn, New York, and she worked for the City of New York in both the Dept of Parks and Rec for the mayor's office for a combined 7 years. She graduated from Columbia University, and she loves spending time outdoors with her 4-year-old son and husband, hiking and playing tennis. Welcome to The Road Ahead, Aubry.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, I'm so excited to have you here. And for you viewers, Aubry also contributed an article to the new Compass and Clock issue talking about community senior centers, which is the very topic we're going to talk about today. So Aubry, why don't you briefly tell our viewers what is a community senior center?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So I think that the community senior centers are just a nice, safe place where people can go just to have either a nice social experience. Most people, when they first visit one, it's their first time or first few months in a new location, so they're trying to get to know people. We have some really wonderful trips and classes, and we do food. There's lots of ways to volunteer. It's also a great hub for resources.
Awesome. So what should one expect when they join or visit a community senior center for the first time? What's that experience like?
Well, one of my favorite parts of my job is giving tours. So I like to welcome people in and then show them all the things that are going on. They almost always say that it's not what they expected. I think that they expected it to be kind of a quiet place, people sitting, not doing a whole lot, but it's actually a very busy, very vibrant atmosphere. Most people say that it's such a warm welcome. We'll peek in on pickleballers, and they'll try and bring them out onto the court. We'll have people be invited for a game of bingo or a pool. And so I think that they're always shocked at how busy it is, how many things are going on all at the same time, and how welcoming and friendly everyone is.
I'm throwing an extra question in here. Is the senior center Monday through Friday or 7 days a week or?
It's kind of a mix of all of it. So we have operating hours from 8 to 4 normally, but then we have stuff every single day of the week, sometimes until 10 or even later at night. We have some groups that will rent the facility and do pinochle until 10 o'clock at night. We have some dances that go on until about 11, I think. And then we have some groups that do meditation on Sundays when it's nice and quiet in the building. And so it really is kind of a nonstop facility.
So that kind of answers part of the next question, which was what are the most popular activities at the senior center? Because as you said, it's not all bingo and cards.
Yeah. I think that our most popular is our fitness classes, and of our fitness classes, our Tai Chi class is the most popular. It's Mondays at about 9 to 10, and there's always a waiting list. There's about 35 people that get into our multi-purpose room to practice. There's really great instructors. It's a very reasonable price point, and people seem to really enjoy getting together, practicing the movements, both for the social and physical benefits from it. But our trips are always great. I think people like to be able to go to places in Seattle without having to drive and pay for parking. And then people love the billiards room. I think it's nice to be able to play pool but not have to go to a bar atmosphere. Mm-hmm. So I think that they really enjoy being able to do a game that they love in a space where they're more comfortable.
Do they do happy hours when they play billiards?
No, but there are some really great snacks.
Good. So right now it is May 8th and we have a pandemic, COVID-19. Is your senior community center open and are others open? What's going on with the community centers?
I think we're all technically closed. The Port Angeles Senior Center is definitely closed. We are trying to find little ways to still be open in some sense. We've had our meal service continue, so we're still doing a pickup option. We're also doing a delivery with our meals Tuesday through Friday, a hot meal, or you can also get a week's worth delivered. So there's a couple different programs that are still running. We're really trying to just stay engaged with people as much as possible and provide some of those services that we did before we closed down.
And when you refer to this meal program, what is the meal program?
So it's a really wonderful partnership between the city of Port Angeles, which is where most of our funding, the building comes from for the senior center, and then OLICAP, the Olympic Community Action Program, I think is the full name. So they have the chef and some of the volunteers for the delivery drivers. And so they do the home delivery, which is Thursdays. It goes out for a whole week, and we do hot meals Tuesday through Friday.
And are you delivering meals to seniors that aren't mobile or seniors that are lower income or just whoever wants a meal?
We've definitely changed the criteria. So it used to be you had to be 60 and older, and there was an income limit. And I think now they've received a little extra funding from some various, aging resources. And I think that they've broadened that. I'm not exactly sure what the criteria is now. I know for the hot meals that you can come to the center to pick up, it's just 60 and over. And for the delivery, I think it's the same, but I can't say 100% for sure.
Okay. So how are you currently connecting with your members to keep them active and engaged?
We're trying to utilize all of our electronic means of communication. We just put out our very first virtual newsletter last Friday. And
Nice.
so we have the software that we're kind of testing out, and it allows us to email everyone in our database that has an email listed. And so it's pretty cool. It says how many people received it and how many people opened it. And so we're at least reaching out to a pretty big percentage of them that way. We've tried to stay very engaged in our Facebook, posting things that you can do online, some museums that you can tour virtually, some recordings of local symphonies, in the Seattle Symphony. And then we're also trying to promote some of the things that are happening in the community. We have one of our fitness instructors who taught at the center before we closed, Vicki Dodge. She's doing some really wonderful online fitness classes.
And when she does those fitness classes, are they pre-recorded so that people can pull them up when it's convenient for them, or is it live streamed?
I think she's doing a combination of both. It's on her Facebook Live and it's free, but I think that the videos are also recorded so that people can then access them later. It's every Fridays at 5.
Okay. Um, do you want to give the email address right now so that people, or the website, so if anybody's interested in signing up for your newsletter or getting more information, they can do so?
Yeah, that would be great. So most of the emails as of right now are just coming to me. I've got a little extra time on my hands. And so my email is abright@cityofpa.us. And our website's really easy. It's portangelesseniorcenter.com. And so we have all of our updated information there as well, and our Facebook page too.
Okay. So that's A Bright, BRIGHT at cityofpa.us.
Mhm.
Got it. Are there any parting words you would like to share with our viewers? You know, is there a myth about community senior centers? Is there a myth you want to, say it's really not true? I mean, senior centers are not meant for people that are 90 years old only, you know?
Yeah. I think that that's a big misconception. I think people don't want to come to a senior center because they don't see themselves as a senior. And I think that they really miss out on some wonderful opportunities. And I think that another misconception is that people get to a certain age and then they don't have wonderful things to share. And so during this time, I would encourage people that have a nice human interest story that would like to be featured in our newsletter. If they have a skill that they could share somewhere on our online platform that I could help them with, I would be more than happy to work with people to get some more stuff out there. I think that our community is so talented, and I think that there's a lot of things that people have just been doing for so long, they forget our special talents that some of us others in the community might not have. I know that the WSU Extension is doing some gardening classes, and so I'm sure we have folks out there that have some knowledge that could be shared.
Excellent. Well, that's all the time we have for today. And thank you so much for joining us, Aubry. Don't forget to read her article in the current issue of the Compass and Clock magazine, which is presently online. And I do have the hard copies, and I will be distributing them hopefully within the month. But remember, folks, it's a community senior center. The main word there is community. It's not senior. So everybody, stay healthy, stay happy. And for those moms out there, happy Mother's Day. And until the next time, see ya. Bye-bye.